Right. Are you guys there? Can you see it? Hello? Hello? I think Vonda, are you on here now?
Okay, I'm on here.
Okay, Vonda's here. It's recording, so.
It's recording? Okay.
Yep. How did you
How
get
do
here?
you,
So I can let Rick know.
I had to go over to the right side panel and click on the green camera over there. It
Okay.
didn't have a pop-up box.
Do you want to send him a chat item about it? How you
Okay.
got here? He's just wondering right now, so.
Okay.
Yep. We'll only be sitting and recording for a few minutes and, you know, just making it awkward for the instructor.
Yeah. So how do you know it's recording when it says live up there?
Yeah, it's live, and mine says stop broadcast. So since I initiated, I think I'm kind of like the one publishing it or something.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure how any of this works though, so we'll see. But we're recording live. Where's it at on the screen?
It's on the right.
The right of what?
The top on the right side, it says new conversation. Towards the top. And it also has on the bottom too that you sent an invite.
Okay.
But that just went away, so I don't know.
Yep.
Yeah, I was looking at the comments of one of the other groups, and they said, if you don't want to be bored, avoid the first 14 minutes of the video. Sounds like they had some trouble getting everybody on.
Yep. Yep. So where's it on the Google page? Is there a way to explain really well where it's at?
I'm trying to see. Let's see.
Where's the new conversation? Is it going to show up as a notification maybe on Google Plus?
I think in Google Plus, it says live video calls, and when I put my cursor over it, it brings up the conversation, or it brings up your invite. So maybe that one will help them.
Okay. I wonder if we can just send them the link. That might be really easy.
Can you do that before you, or while it's recording, or do you have to wait until it's recorded and you post it?
I don't know. We'll see. Let's see if that'll work for him.
Okay.
So where are you from?
Texas.
Texas? Okay, is that where you're at right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I grew up in Missouri, but been here for about 10 years now.
All right.
And you out of BYU Idaho?
Yep, I'm here. I started as a day student, but I'm doing everything all online. I think he's here now, so.
Oh, okay.
Sweet. Did the link work? Can you hear us, Rick?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Sweet, so the link worked?
Yeah, it did.
Okay, that's going to make this easy for next time then. Just one start it and then send the link, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds good.
I'm not too sure what we're exactly supposed to do. I know we need to take the group quiz. And I don't know if we need to do that sharing our screen or we just all talk about it and take it at the same time. Talk about the questions. What way do you guys want to do this?
I got the impression that it was we discussed it and filled it out at the same while we're all here.
Okay. I'm fine with that.
I mean, from what I'm seeing, it says to meet with your group using Google Hangout to discuss any questions you have on part 2 of the individual preparation assignment. Then it says record group meeting and post a link to the group collaboration discussion board. So I guess that you're going to have to take the recording of this and post a link to the discussion board. And then after that, we take the group quiz.
Okay, yeah. I'll just end up posting a link to the discussion board right after we're done with the thing, so that way it can be seen there on YouTube.
All right. Let's see. It says that we have on part 2 of the individual preparation assignment. Do you know what that means?
Yeah, the individual preparation assignment was like a little reading outline that we were supposed to fill out. And it has, I'm confused though because I only see a part 1 listed on the thing.
I think the part 2 was the quiz questions that we were supposed to do before we got on here so that we could discuss them.
There was the PDF with them, so.
Yeah.
That must have been that. Did you guys both get a chance to look at that? The
yes.
group questions?
Okay. Was that on the iLearn, or what was that?
Yeah, it was under iLearn. I think it's kind of a little goofy and different because it has the it's like just an iLearn, but it's just underlined, and so you click it and it downloads it. It doesn't actually have like other attachments; they're just kind of embedded.
Is that under the individual preparation of lesson 1?
Let me see where it's at. Let me pull it up again.
I'm trying to find it.
Yeah, no worries. I gotta find the internet. My other browser. I usually use Chrome, so.
So under individual preparation, it's down at the bottom of that page. It says Lesson 1 Group Quiz Questions.
There we go, yep. It's just underlined with a blue underline there.
Yeah, that's a link, so you can just click it.
Alright, it's a PDF file, right?
Yep.
Alright. So I'm assuming that we have to talk about this PDF file before we take the quiz? Or what?
Yeah, we can talk about them and choose the answers and then go through together at the same time and take it together.
Right, because there's a group quiz that we take, which is what we do at the end of when we're done talking about the questions, the quiz questions, and then there's a whole separate quiz that's done in Connect.
Yeah, and that other quiz is individual, I think. The group ones
right.
we do together, so.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
Do we all have the PDF file, or do you want me to share it on my screen?
I don't know how to do this, so I don't know how to put it on the screen. It doesn't matter either way.
I've already actually kind of chosen my answers, kind of just highlighted them with the PDF and edited it. So I don't know if it'd be the best just to share mine and talk about it, or if we disagree, or what.
I answered. I just don't know how to do the share screen, like to pull up.
I can share the screen, if you guys don't mind, then. Would that be
yeah, go.
Yeah.
All right, tell me if this works. All right, it's loading real quick. Let's just let me choose which screens I want to share. Oh, perfect. So I kind of have a little bit of a sweet setup here on my desk. I have a second monitor hooked up, so I can just share the second screen with it and still see you guys. So,
Nice.
Okay.
so here's that. Tell me if you can see it.
Okay.
Do you see that?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, so these are the 20 questions, I think. So if we just go one by one. Number one is one I wasn't too sure about, actually. It says, suppose that a consumer purchases just two goods, X and Y. The slope of the budget line would indicate, and I think I've eliminated the third and fourth options. It's either the opportunity cost of good Y in terms of good X for each given up for each unit of Y, or the opportunity cost of good X in terms of good Y given up for each unit of Y. Did either of you figure that one out?
I had to rephrase the question a little bit to figure it out. So I took the slope of the budget line.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. So you have two consumers, X and Y. So if I gave up a unit of Y, then let's see. How did I figure this? If I gave up a unit of Y, then the opportunity cost was in X. Does that make sense? So if I give up a unit of Y, then my opportunity cost. No, I'm sorry. Then my opportunity cost occurs in Y because I'm gaining more X.
Okay. So you're thinking is that the first option then?
That's what I came up with, was the first option.
Okay. Is that I literally have no clue really. It's a shot in the dark for me. I was thinking it was more so the second one on my own, but because if you give up good X, let's rename X. You give up bananas in terms of apples for each unit of apples.
Yeah. I couldn't really get it. I couldn't really understand what the question was asking.
Yeah.
So if you give up a unit of the bananas, then the opportunity cost occurs in not having as many bananas, right? And so you're gaining the good of the apple, which is X.
So it'll be the second one, or that'd be
Yeah.
the first one. Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm just totally confused on the phrasing on this.
Yeah. So you have a hunch though that it's the first one though?
That's what I came up with. I'm not sure though.
We can shoot for that one if you guys want. I'm fine with that. It's one
Okay.
question.
Yeah. Out of 20. The other ones aren't so bad.
No, they're not. Okay. So we'll choose the first option for that then. Now the second question is that assume that a consumer has a given budget or income of $12, and that she can buy only two goods, apples or bananas. The price of an apple is $1.50, and the price of a banana is 75 cents. Then it just asks us to figure out what's the maximum amount of one or the other we could get if we didn't buy any of the other.
Okay. Yeah. 8 apples and 16 bananas is what I put.
Is that what you guys get?
Which one did you say?
The last one. The
The last one, yeah.
apples.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I came up with.
Okay.
Simple math.
That one wasn't too hard. You just kind of divided the total amount by the price of the thing. So.
Yeah.
All right. Does someone want to take the next two?
I'll take it. One major part of the opportunity cost of one decision to go to college after high school graduation is the I have the same thing, full-time job that one could have gotten instead of going to college.
That's what I got.
That's what I got. So, does that one look right to you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, because it's an opportunity cost. Either you go to college or you get a full-time job. I mean, one of the two are going to be opportunity cost, so I just figured it'd be that way because a high school diploma you're going to get after your graduation education. I don't know about that one, but I think it's a full-time job.
Yeah, it's a foregone benefit, so that makes sense to me. Okay.
All right, and then the fourth says, which of the following illustrates a macroeconomic question? Should the salaries of financial executives be regulated by the government? I kind of felt that was kind of a little macro, but because at the same time, it's kind of been a little. I kind of felt like it's been a little specific about financial executives. Are increasing wage demands by workers contributing to present field inflation? I remember that inflation is definitely a macroeconomic behavior, or however you want to call it. The third one says automobiles and trucks in the United States. I kind of felt like that was a little micro because it's being more specific in a certain country. And the new computer chip change, I feel that that's also micro because it's being specific in a certain product. It's not talking about the overall market of the chips, other than just a specific new computer chip.
Yeah.
All right, so B, or the second choice.
Yeah.
That's what I got too, kind of process of elimination. So.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. You want to take the next two, Vonda?
Sure. The statement in a newspaper that consumer prices rose last month by 1%, and if this trend continues, the annual rate of inflation will be 12% for the year, is an example of, I chose a positive economic statement. It's stating fact, where a normative states what ifs, and if we did this, then this might happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I think normative is like, isn't normative should be, whereas positive is more like what is exactly what's going on. Kind of like right here it says
Right.
like, what if this trend continues? I don't know. It's just the wording. I just kind of look for the verb phrase.
Right.
But yeah, I agree. It's positive.
All right. So 6.
Okay. The production possibilities curve is a graph of, and I put the third choice. No, I'm sorry. I actually put the last choice, the maximum amount of capital and labor that an economy can employ.
Okay.
That's a tricky one because I can see like both of them are very similar.
Mm-hmm.
Even the first one's kind of tricky. It says the maximum amount of labor and capital resources available for production. Because if you think about it, the possibility curve isn't just about it's about like what you're capable of doing. It's not about like you're making this certain amount of products at this kind of rate of each, of the two goods.
Yeah, the production possibilities, isn't it the, what I had thought is it's saying the curve itself. So the production possibilities curve, from what I understand, takes into account all of the, like an economy with a fixed amount of resources, technology, everything else, capital, labor, all of the productions. And then it tells you what's the maximum amount that can be produced. So like a point inside the curve is an inefficient use of the resources, whereas a point outside the curve is unattainable.
Mm-hmm.
I put that the curve itself represents the maximum combinations of products.
Yeah, I'm actually thinking, because in here it says curve. It's not talking about like the production possibilities. It's more about the curve itself, and the curve is like the limit of what can be produced at maximum capacity of the said, I don't know, economy of a country or so forth. So I think, you might be right. I think it's a third choice because it's talking about the maximum combinations of products that can be produced. It's not talking about, the certain amounts exactly.
Okay. What about you, Vonda? Do you still see number 4, or does 3 make sense to you, or?
3 makes sense. I'm just trying to discount number 4, trying to figure out how, because I do see the possibility production curve is the number of products that can be produced when given the amount of capital and labor. So it would be the third choice.
Looking at the fourth choice. What was that?
Because the fourth choice is just saying it's how much capital and labor that the economy can use. But the production possibilities curve actually says, well, when you use all of those resources, this is what you can produce. So, yeah, the
Okay.
third choice is be correct.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I'll go ahead and take the next two if we just continue rotating. So the seventh one says, if a nation produces more consumer goods and less capital goods, then the nation will have, and so I put more consumption now but less consumption later. I guess the capital goods are what provide for future consumption. So it's not going to be having a little amount of them. It's not going to be B or D. And I think that consumption later will kind of be impacted as well. I'm not sure on that one though, so I'm open to that.
The first one, right? Yeah. I think it's the first one too because consumer goods is all about satisfying your wants now, like presently. But unless because capital goods are goods that produce those consumer goods indirectly. Kind of like I don't know if you guys read it, like about the robot
Yeah,
and the pizza.
pizzas and robots. I was saying the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Right, because capital takes time to produce. So because you have to build the capital, you have to build the machinery, you have to build the plants. Those take time, and so those will provide for the wants in the future. Where the consumer goods are immediate, they're directly to the consumer. They can consume those items, those products now.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, yeah, because if you think about it, consumption is like the pizza, and the capital good is kind of like the oven. Like we're making the ovens right now. Like it won't be used as of now, but in the future it's going to be used to make more pizzas. So.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
All right. So are we good on that one?
Yep.
Okay,
I think so.
Says a nation can produce two products, tanks and autos. The table below is the nation's production possibilities. Given the production possibility schedule above, a combination of 3 tanks and 350 autos is, and I put the second one, attainable, but entails some unemployment or inefficient use of society's resources.
Mm-hmm.
And so I feel like the first one saying illustrates a trade-off between tanks and autos, that would say like, if we moved from point B to C, why would there be less of this or more of that?
Mm-hmm.
And it's definitely not C because it is possible for society. There's 2 possibilities, points C and D, where both could be produced. And it's not listed on the schedule, but that doesn't mean it's not possible. It just falls within the curve.
Yeah, it falls like but before the curve, like it's it's in the attainable section.
Mm-hmm.
Right, because at 3 tanks, you can produce up to 650, but they're only producing 350, so they're not using all of their resources.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So number 9.
I'll read it. It says, the law of increasing opportunity cost states that cost of production increase for one good, but cost decrease for the other good. Increasing wages and other resource costs is what the increasing opportunity cost refers to. Increasing production of one good require larger and larger sacrifices of the other good, and increases the production of one good make the production of that good easier. I think, yeah, it's what you have. I mean, I think that's what the book said in the ebook. It says that the law of increasing opportunity costs are when it increases the production of one good, but it requires larger and larger sacrifice of the other good, because it's kind of like when you have a product and you keep making more of that product, you're losing more opportunity costs of having made other products that you could have made, but you didn't, but you chose not to.
Right.
All right.
Unless any of you guys, disagree, go ahead.
No.
Kind of obviously what I chose. I highlighted the paper, so.
Yeah, that's what I chose. So yeah, I agree.
All right. And then number 10 says, which of the following is not a factor of production? I just figured it's money because in the book it says labor, capital, entrepreneur, and as well as land. And money wasn't in any of that list.
It specifically said that money was not considered a factor of production.
And that's not productive because on its own, money's not going to do anything unless it's, invested as capital in something. So.
Right.
Yeah. So isn't it like those investments are what backs up those capital goods or investments, or those capital goods and services, I think.
I'm trying to understand what you were saying.
Oh, sorry. I forgot. Like, didn't I say something about how investments are what powers or backs up making capital goods or services? I don't remember. I think there's something about that in the book, but I can't quite remember.
Well, you're probably right. So.
It sounds right. I know there was something mentioned about that, but I can't remember exactly how it's stated.
Yeah. All right.
Shall we go on?
Okay.
Yep.
So questions 10, 11, and 12.
All right. 11, the economizing problem is essentially one of deciding how to make the best use of, and I chose the last option, limited resources to satisfy unlimited economic wants.
All right.
Yeah. I agree as well. I mean, what's the point? I mean, we all have, limited resources, but we all have unlimited wants that we can't satisfy exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so 12, which of the following is the best synonym for marginal in economics, which is additional?
Yep.
All right. Pretty self-explanatory, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll take 13 and 14. So 13 says the opportunity cost of doing or getting something is best and fully defined as, and I put the value of the best alternative that is given up in order to get something. That kind of goes back to the education or working one, whether you're going to go to college or work full time, or if you're insane, you might do both. So.
Mhm.
uh,
Yeah.
So I think
Yeah.
that's because it's not the money spent, that's the cost or whatever. The materials used in doing or getting something is more like the I don't know what you would classify that as. The difference between marginal cost and benefit is the marginal analysis. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
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 Okay, great. So number 14 is the ceteris paribus assumption is employed in economic analysis in order to, I know it's not to state the economic goals. I read on it, I was just having trouble figuring out which one of this it really means. Because I know it's the kind of, just make it so you're looking at just one or two variables, and so you're not going to say, well, everything else is going to change. So
Yeah.
I don't know if it's to evaluate an economic system in that way to see that's that, or to simplify the complex world and show that okay, well, if we do raise the price of this, then this is going to rise too, and all these other chain events are going to happen, or if it's
Mhm.
to approximate real world conditions.
Well, I think
It's the last one now. Just looking at it.
in evaluating the economic system, that would be the scientific method.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
So ceteris paribus is basically all else equal. So you're just simplifying something that's just very complex, in my opinion.
Okay. Is that what you chose then?
Yeah.
Okay. Great.
Simplify the complex word. It sounds. I mean, yeah. I'm actually right now I'm looking it up because I remember reading that, but I just want to make sure. I just don't remember which part or which page it was in.
Towards the beginning of chapter 1. So.
Yeah. You can approximate real world conditions by having other variables in your analysis, but it just complex it for each additional variable. It just makes it more complex.
That's true. Okay.
Yeah. I think that's about right.
All right. So the next two.
Oh, sorry. 16, right?
15 and 16.
Oh, 15, okay. Which of the following is the fallacy and the fallacy of composition? I couldn't really figure this one out, so I don't know. You have what is true for the part is necessarily also true for the whole. I don't know what exactly they're asking, fallacy and the fallacy of composition, because I can't remember anything that's said about that in the reading.
It was in like a yellow box, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And this
That's probably why.
I found this kind of straight from the text. I don't know about you, Vonda. Did you get this one or?
Right. Yeah. I chose the third option.
Okay.
All right. What is true for the part is necessarily also true for the whole.
Right. And the fallacy is that's not true, because what might be good for one person is not necessarily good for a whole group of people. And it gave the example of, like, if you're at a game and you're sitting in the stadium and you stand up to see the game better, but if everybody stands up, then really nobody can see the game better because everybody's blocking the view. So the fallacy is that just because it's good for one does not mean it's good for the whole.
Okay. All right, sounds pretty good. And then 16 says a society can consume a combination of goods outside of its production possibilities if there is. I chose international specialization in trade because through that we can get better resources and also improve techniques, as I said, like improve production techniques.
Okay.
That's what I chose
So,
also.
Yep.
yeah.
All right. Vonda, I think next two are yours.
Okay. So 17, the market demand schedule or curve for a product shows the relationship between how much of the product buyers are willing and able to buy and the product's price is what I chose. The others, buyer's income, while it has an influence on what they may buy, it still is based on the price. The cost of producing the product has nothing to do with the buyer. And the time period is just a measurement. It does not have the relationship between what a buyer is willing and able to buy. Yeah, so I chose A.
Yeah, I chose A as well.
All right. And 18, yeah, it fits. Okay. The number.
Okay, so refer to the above diagram for the milk market. In this market, the equilibrium price is $1.50. The equilibrium quantity is 28 gallons. They're in the center of the X. The center point marks the spot.
All right.
So that's where you find your equilibrium.
Yep, it's what I got as well.
Okay, pretty simple. I'll go on to 19. It says all the following are assumed to be constant when the supply curve for a product is drawn, except the, and it's going to be the price of the product because that varies when the supply curve is drawn. Is that true?
Yeah. Yeah, because the price can always change. You never know, but the other ones are always constant. Other options are constant.
Okay. All right, and then you want to take 20, Rick?
Sure. It says, which of the following is an example of a price ceiling? I chose the same thing. Limits on the interest rates charged by credit card companies.
Okay.
Because subsidy is that's a subsidy is a tax, isn't it? That's like a type of ceiling.
Subsidy is being given from the government to help people out when things are expensive. So.
Okay.
It usually helps the price floor because the government will set a bottom price, but it's usually an unattainable price for a majority of people. So the subsidy helps the producers cover the cost of producing in order to cover what the buyers aren't willing to buy.
Yeah. Yeah, and the other ones are pretty, the minimum wage laws is price. Well, that's actually a price floor, but.
Right.
Yep.
But yeah, and price supports for agriculture products, that can also be a price ceiling because agriculture, they don't want it to be too expensive where you can't afford for it.
Well, I think it's actually more of like a floor where the subsidy for apartment rent, because agricultural products, they'd be pretty cheap and farmers wouldn't make much money. So I think the government institutes price floors in order for the agricultural products to, pay off for the farmers so people produce that.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I think that was kind of explained in the text a little bit. I don't know, did you find that, Vonda?
Right, yeah, because it gave the example because it has subsidies. That's where subsidies would also come into play. So like farmers who would otherwise go out of business are subsidized so that they can keep producing. So that that would be the price floor that it helps.
So what did we choose for the first one, for first problem?
Going back to the first one now. Well, we can look at it again. I guess we could just maybe take a minute, look at it, and kind of use example too, because it talks kind of about that. Maybe just graph it out on our own or on some paper and try to make sense of it.
Yeah. Let's see. Two goods sold within budget line would indicate. So when it says the opportunity cost of good Y, for example, what does that mean? Does it mean that cost of good Y is not going to be considered and being produced, or?
I'm having trouble just with the terminology. Good X and good Y.
Yeah.
So
you give up Y to increase X.
yeah.
And so the opportunity cost is Y. The opportunity cost occurs in good Y because you're giving that up to produce more of X.
So it'd be the second option?
Give us one.
See, that's where I'm confused. Is their wording the opportunity cost of good X in terms of good Y?
Yeah. So for each unit of, say, bananas and apples in the thing below, we can say that 2 apples are given up for every banana.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 apples for every good banana for every unit of apples, or for every unit of bananas?
Yeah. But it's just
So if
kind
we
of hard.
if we break up this sentence, the opportunity of good Y. So we have the opportunity cost of good Y. In the terms of good X, so is that increasing X? And then given up for each unit of Y. Or the opportunity of good X. So we're giving up X. In terms of good Y,
I
so
think
we're
it's the first
increasing
one,
Y.
Vaughn. I think it's the first one looking at it now, yeah. Basically, it's like saying you give up 2 apples for every banana for every apple you get.
Okay.
Instead of saying 2 apples for every banana you get. That doesn't make sense.
Okay.
I don't know. And it's not 100% clear either. If it's wrong, I'm wrong. So.
Well, we're all right there with you because it's just not the terminology, the way they phrased it, is just not making sense.
Yeah.
Okay. So should we open up the quiz now and take the quiz then, or?
Let's go for it.
Let's do it.
I'm going to continue sharing that screen and pull my quiz on my other screen. Just the thought I just had, I don't want to forget it. Maybe for like next week when we do this again, if we all kind of have the questions all done, what we can do is we can just say, okay, question 1, one person reads it, and then everyone says which choice they got. And if it's the same, and we all understand it, just move on real quick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's actually a good idea.
I don't want to be spending, a good hour and a half a week doing this.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, so. Do you guys think that works?
Yeah.
I think that would work great.
Okay. So yeah, just if we all pull up the quiz, I've got to log in again, so.
So where are y'all from?
I'm from Texas.
What part?
North Texas, about 30 miles north of Dallas.
Okay, I was born in Dallas in Grand Prairie.
Okay, I live up in Aubrey.
Okay, that's pretty close.
Yeah, not far from Denton. My kids go to the Denton schools.
Yeah. I used to live in Grand Prairie, then we moved to Mesquite, and then from there we moved to Rolette. So.
Oh, okay.
Quite a bit over there.
Yeah.
And I'm from Idaho, so I'm just actually in Rexburg now.
You're in Rexburg? Okay, so am I.
Yeah. Okay.
Which apartment complex do you live in?
I'm in Andrew's place. What about you?
Wait, where are you again?
I'm married. I don't know if that helps. So.
Oh, you're married. Oh,
Yeah.
right now. Currently, I'm in Cottonwood, which is like by La Jolla, right across the street from it.
Okay.
I'm assuming
that.
Kind
of near the village.
We're by where?
The village or like Stonebrook. The village or Stonebrook. They're two pretty large married complexes here.
Okay, yeah, I know what that is.
Yeah, I'm just on Pioneer Road, kind of between the two.
So are you all? What are your majors?
So I'm majoring business management and with an entrepreneurial emphasis, and I'm going to be doing all online once I get to the point where I have to do the IBC next semester. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm doing the same
I'm actually
degree.
Business management?
Yeah, business management with the emphasis in entrepreneurship.
Okay. I'm just doing accounting with an emphasis in business, so a little different.
Ooh. Accounting's scary.
Nah, a little bit. Yeah,
I
they're
really
pretty
like
hard.
it. All right, are we all doing the quiz right now?
Yeah, I'm just ready. Just waiting until all I gotta do is just press go and we can start.
Yep, I'm ready. So,
Okay.
all right. So the first one is it's the first selection for me. The opportunity cost of good Y in terms of good X for each unit of Y.
Is this the same question we just had the first one?
Yep.
All right.
I think it's hopefully in the same order with the selections in the same order. So
I think it
Okay.
probably is.
that would be really nice.
Yeah, I would.
But I guess we can display the questions and go on as we go. So.
Yeah, I think they're all the same because the second problem is the same as the first one, as the PDF file.
All right. Well, tell me when you're ready for me to move the screen so we can choose to the next question. So.
All right. Well, the first one is the same one. I guess, are we going for the first option where it says opportunity cost of good Y in terms of good X given for each unit of Y?
That's what I put.
Yeah, that's what I put it.
All right, guess we'll try that one. Next question is just the apples and oranges, which is basically 8 apples or 16 oranges.
16. Mine's bananas, but yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. 8 apples and 16 bananas. I got that confused. 8 apples and 16 bananas. Because it has the same price along the prices of the oranges and the apples. So.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Number 3 says one major part of the opportunity, full-time job that could have gotten instead of going to college.
Yep.
All right.
4 is are increasing wage demands by workers contributing to price inflation.
Yeah.
Okay.
5 is a positive economic statement.
Yeah.
Yep.
6 is the third option, the maximum combination of products that can be produced.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. 7 is
It's
more
more.
now, less later.
First one.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's the second option.
It's attainable, right?
Yep.
Increases in the production of one good require larger and larger sacrifices of the other good.
Yep.
Yep.
10 is money.
Yeah.
11 is limited resources to satisfy unlimited economic wants.
Yep. Okay. Additional, right, for marginal.
That's correct.
Right.
The value of the best alternative that's given up in order to do something or get something.
Yep. 14 is simplify the complex world. Is this too fast for anyone?
I'm fine. I don't know, but I'm fine
I'm
myself.
fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is the simplify the complex world, right?
Yep.
All right.
15 is what is true for the part is necessarily also true for whole.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
16. International specialization in trade.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And 17 is the product's price.
Yeah.
Yep.
18 is the first choice, $1.50 per gallon and 28 million gallons.
Yep. And then price of the product, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the last one's limits on interest rates charged by credit card companies.
Yep.
Did we
Alright.
go over that one?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Sorry. You ready? You ready? I'll submit it.
Yeah, let's do this.
Okay.
Submit it right now.
Oh, so the first one was wrong.
Dang it.
Alright, it's the second one.
Oh no.
Oh, we did really good though. So.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yep.
it was the second. Are you sure? Yeah.
There's an
Oh,
arrow
yeah, that's
pointing
right.
to it.
That's what the book says.
Well, I got the first one right for some reason, but I got still 19 out of 20, which I don't know what it was that I got wrong.
Which one did you get wrong?
I'm trying to see. It was 11. I put limited resources. Oh, I chose the wrong limited resources. What happened?
Oh.
Oh. Well, we all
But
did
the first one, yeah. Oh well. Are we gonna be in the same group like throughout the rest of the semester, or do they switch us up every week?
I think it'd make it easier if we stay in the same groups.
Yeah, I think it is
All
the
right.
same
I mean,
groups.
yeah. Oh yeah. Well, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. I was just thinking because like there's another class of mine that we're doing groups with on online, and it's just I get confused with the two. Yeah, so we're gonna be in the same group. There's supposed to be another person, but I guess that he dropped the class, right?
Yeah, he dropped the
Right.
class. So.
All right.
With that,
So is this?
sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say real quick, does this time work best for you guys, or could we maybe try a different time? I just saw Sunday. I was like, crap, we need to kind of get something going because nothing had been started yet, and this is due Thursday. And I know everyone's got their schedules. I actually have a group meeting online from 8 to 9 on Wednesdays. So I literally got out of that right before I went to this, and that one usually runs late, actually. So if this still works for you guys, I can do this and just do it a little later, or I'm good with pretty much whatever, but just whatever works for my schedule.
My schedule changes on a weekly basis, but if we choose a time and day, then I can specifically request that off.
Okay.
So really any time that works for you two will work for me. I just have to ask for it off.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I can do it anytime. I only have one class I can do each day, which is like the morning, which is like I'm basically home by 10 o'clock. So from 10 in the morning till 9 o'clock at night, I'm free, and I can do it any day basically. So.
Okay. Would Tuesday work for you guys? That would just maybe work a little better for me. I don't
Okay.
think that's doable for you guys though.
That's fine. What time do you want to do it?
I'm good. I'm good anytime after 4:30. I get off work at 4. I should be home by 4:30 every day. So.
Well, let's do kind of later in the evening, kind of like this same time that we've done tonight, just so that because I need that little extra time to make sure I finish all the work before we start this.
Of course.
So, would like 8 o'clock, your guys' time be all right?
Yep. What time zone are you in?
I'm in Central, I think. I'm an hour behind you guys, so
Yeah.
it's 10 o'clock here now.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, it's 9 over here.
That definitely works for me.
Okay.
And honestly,
Alright.
I can accommodate other things too. If you guys really, you don't feel like doing this, that's fine too. So.
I'm fine with what 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock on Tuesday.
8 o'clock. 8 o'clock on Tuesday. Yep.
Okay, I can do that. I can do that next Tuesday, 8 o'clock. So are you gonna post the link to the discussion board?
Yes, I'll post the link to the discussion board. I'll do that real quick once this is done and it's published. So.
All right. And then the mind map. Do we have to do anything with the mind map? I mean, I know it says something about the groups, but I don't know what it meant by that.
I'm not sure what you're talking about actually, so that might actually be good to go over.
Yeah.
Pull that up or.
Well, it says like the mind map, like it says to like do it with your group, or I don't know. It says it's best to do it with your group, but you can do it by yourself if you want, but it'd be a little harder. I'm assuming. I don't know. It's like a mind map of like the first lesson that we did in the econ on the Connect.
Yeah, no, I think we need to just kind of make a map with kind of connections on how they work for us, how we make those connections or something.
Yeah, I was just
Yeah.
wondering like if we need to do it with a group or not because it says something about the group with it. I don't know. I
It
could be
says you
wrong.
should work as a group, but it's going to be submitted individually, just like the quiz. We worked on the quiz as a group, but we each have to submit the answers to our quiz to get
Okay.
the points. I just didn't know, was the mind map supposed to cover the chapter reading or what it was supposed to cover exactly?
I think that the mind map is more like a visual thing you make. It can be on a chart, like you can literally like make a chart, take a picture of it, or make a PowerPoint. I'm assuming, or probably even a blog or something like that. And you make a visual, like a simple visual um, of the chapters that we read, like chapter 1 and chapter 3, and like what marginal cost or benefit mean. I don't know, something like that. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I've actually got a thing we could work on with this together. Um, on my Google Drive, I actually found this app where I can make like a little flowchart, and I can put it up through on Google Docs or whatever it is, and we could actually all work on it at the same time.
Oh, okay.
I
If
could do that.
you guys are interested in doing that kind of working on it together at the same time or throughout the week, just getting her going or something.
Yeah, I mean, like we could all contribute to the flow chart, and then once we're done,
Yeah.
or we can just, what, do we just copy the link or just copy the PowerPoint and submit it?
Here, let me pull it up, and I can actually share my screen again. I haven't actually played with it much.
Okay.
It's the app though on Google, like Google Drive, is called Draw.io.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know if you guys have heard of that or.
I've heard
No,
of it.
I
Well,
haven't heard of it.
I've heard of it, but I don't use it that much.
Yeah, I've only used it a little bit for work to make some visual flowcharts for just training purposes. So
Do you work on campus?
I actually work. Have you heard of First Light Energy?
First Light what?
First Light Energy. It's just right above Ace, actually.
Um, where's that at?
Ace is just on Main Street.
Ace Hardware, right? Ace Hardware store?
Yeah, hardware. Yep. So
Where's
here I
that?
can.
Oh, well.
What?
Where is the Ace Hardware? I know I've seen it. Isn't that over by by the Plasma Center?
Yep, it's just right there by the Plaza Center, a little up more towards the stoplight there for the other road.
Okay. Yeah, probably. I'm sure I've seen it.
But we just do solar cells and stuff there. So.
Okay. Yeah, my brother's doing solar sales right now, actually.
Oh really? Who's he work for?
I don't know. He's in Las Vegas doing solar sales. He's been making some good money so far, but he told me
Yeah.
because like you make like almost like $1,000 per sale if the sale goes through and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's some ridiculous performing people out there that would be great. So
Yeah.
that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm just actually the call center team leader there. So.
Okay, that's cool.
Also, do you guys see the screen?
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah. So I've never used this, so I don't know exactly how to do it. But imagine you throw in like here general things, so throw in a rectangle, and we can call this supply, and then we can throw in another one,
Mhm.
or let's throw in the diamond and call it supply actually. And have all these be like determinants of supply or something.
Good, so that we could also share it with you.
Yeah, do you guys want to work on it right now, or?
Well, I mean, I'm thinking like working on, when we have time.
Yeah.
During the week, we just like I'll add our portion of it until we're done, and then we can just submit it because it needs to be submitted by the end of the week, I think.
Yeah, by the end of the week. Let me see how to share right there. I can share this with you guys. We can all work on it and submit it on our own. Does that work?
I'm good with that.
Okay.
I don't know about you, Vonda.
With you.
Yeah, that'll work for me.
What are your emails again? If you just want to blurt them off to me.
Mine's Rick Bmail, RICKBMAIL. BA. It's no, RICKB as in boy. And then mail like MAIL.
Rick Bmail.
And then 90. Just 90. And then it's just at gmail.com.
Okay. And then Vonda.
It's VOCOGS 102.
COCS.
COG as in
Yes,
goat
got it. 102.
at Hotmail.
Okay, and are you able to access Google Documents through Hotmail?
I don't think so. I do have a Google account, but I've never gotten on it, so I'm not sure. I'll have to figure out how to get into it.
Yeah, if you can give me that, I can send you this real quick. If I don't send it to you, you won't be able to edit it. That's the problem. So.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You need a Google account to edit it.
I'm good to wait a minute or whatever it takes for you to find that. So.
Yeah, let me see if I can figure out how to get on it.
All right. So, do you donate plasma then, Rick, or?
I used to, not as much anymore, just because I just got tired of like having my veins, injected by syringes and stuff.
I did it for a little bit, then I quit, and then I started again last month. So.
Yeah. Do you know how much are you able to make per? It's like twice a week, right? Like the first day you get like $20, and the second day you get like $40. I
Yep,
think.
it's 20 and then 40. Yep, if you go twice a week.
All right. Yeah. I used to do that. Like I worked here for one summer, and that's all I did basically to pass time and make some
Yep.
money.
Mine just kind of just a little money on the side, save, spend it a little. Just
Yeah.
I actually passed out last Saturday doing it.
Oh man, I never passed out before, or even got lightheaded from it.
See, I was fine, but then the guy took it like he didn't bandage me right, and so it was like all filling up with blood like really fast, and I think I just kind of freaked out. I was like, holy crap, like I'm losing a lot of blood. I ate it.
Yeah.
Yep. So that was fun.
Make sure you drink lots of water before you go in because if
Yeah.
you don't,
No, I know. I've always been fine. I've never gotten lightheaded or dizzy or anything, and
hmm
dehydrated or anything like that. But I think just from seeing all the blood, like I was like, oh man. So
Yeah, I mean, like I remember, like I used to drink so much water before I go in, just like make sure I'm fine, and then as you're sitting there, I'm like, oh crap, I need to go to the bathroom now, and you can't because you're
yep,
giving your blood, your plasma.
yep, yeah, I know. So yeah, just funny little story. So
Yeah. So when do you graduate?
I'll be graduating next July. I am able to keep going to school full time while working. So I hope
Nice.
it's kind of a lot though. So
That's when I graduate too, next year in July.
okay.
If everything goes according to plan, then I'll graduate then and I can be out of here.
There you go.
Are you gonna go to Idaho or what? Are you still live in Idaho then?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay around here. My family's in Blackfoot. My wife's family's just here in Salem, just 5-10 minutes outside of Rexburg. So
Okay, that's pretty close.
yeah.
What about you, Vonda? When do you graduate?
Oh my goodness, I still have 3 years.
Oh, really?
But I'm working full time and I'm only taking 2 classes a semester.
Okay.
So yeah, with 4 kids and everything else, I'm like 2 classes a semester is enough, and I'm okay with it taking a while to graduate.
Yeah.
Yeah. What other class are you taking this semester?
It's Business Fundamentals 1, which is really kind of cool if I can figure it out because it's a business simulation that we do all semester.
Yeah, I just got done with my online meeting for that before this, so that's what kind of made
Oh, is that what you're doing?
Yep.
Okay. I don't. Is this set two? What code is it?
B211.
Yeah, it's 211.
Okay. I don't have to take that. I just have to take 275, and then I have like other business courses but they're like all 300 and 400 level right now.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so if you send it to Vonda, VONDA 540 at Gmail.
Oops. I spelled it wrong. 540. Is
Right.
that correct?
Yes.
All right. I'll just try that and try sending that. Did you guys get that?
Yeah, I got it. Mind map week number 1.
Yep.
I got it.
All right. So the mind map, I think, has had some pretty good examples on iLearn. It's not like an outline. It's just kind of a way we organize it in our mind, kind of. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So we're not gonna have everything on here, I think. We can have the different symbols mean different things, different colors, etc. I think. Really, I think that if we just kind of divide it up or something.
Mm-hmm.
So I know chapter 3 is a little bit bigger with supply and demand. Maybe we have 2 people do that and 1 person do chapter 1 a little bit and just kind of help each other out along the way.
Okay, I could probably do chapter 1.
You want to do chapter 1?
Yeah, I'm trying to think because chapter 1 is so full of stuff that I don't know how to simplify it, but I can do chapter 1.
Okay. Let me look at the reading and just kind of see what chapter 2 or what chapter 3 kind of where the divisions are.
Mm-hmm.
See if Wanda and I can kind of find a spot to agree on, kind of splitting it up. So do you work right now or anything, Rick? Or
No, I mean, I got back from my mission about 3 years ago. What was that?
Are you working right now, or?
Oh no, I'm not working right now. No, I saved money. I got back from my mission like 3 years ago. I worked for about a year, saved about a good amount of money, and so far I've just been going to school. Actually, this is my 4th semester in a row, just because I've been so eager to get down to school, and I have the money, and I'm getting like financial aid from the school, Pell Grants and so forth. That helped me a lot. So because of that, I'm able to go to school and just stay focused on it.
That's nice.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of miss not having the job because I kind of miss having like income. But at the same time, as long as I can keep my schoolwork done, then I'm cool with it.
There you go. Wanda, have you seen the chapter? It kind of has the sections of markets, demand, supply, market equilibrium, changes in supply, demand, and equilibrium, application, government set prices, and chapter 3 ending.
Okay.
How do you want to divide that up? Do you want to go half and half? Do you want to?
Yeah.
What was that?
I was trying to pull up the homework assignment because it kind of, it pulls out what points they want us to focus on.
Mm-hmm.
So I was trying to see where chapter 3. So what demand and supply represent?
What if we divided it up kind of to have them similar things that we're working on? So like one of them take demand, supply, and changes in supply, demand, and equilibrium, and the other one take market equilibrium, government set prices, and the ending.
Okay.
Does that work for you?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you rather have either of those sets, or
Say that again?
would you rather have one set of the other of those, or you're kind of indifferent?
I'm pretty indifferent.
Okay. Yeah, I can do demand, supply, and changes in supply, demand, and equilibrium. I guess I kind of want to do that because I don't know if I understand that the best.
Okay.
So I think reviewing that would be good for me.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Right. So then that leaves the market equilibrium. Let's see.
Market equilibrium, the application, government set prices, and then just the ending, whatever's there. Probably not much.
Okay.
All right. When do we want to have this done by?
Well, I think
Saturday midnight.
it's due Saturday.
I definitely don't want to wait till Saturday. That's just me.
Yeah. I could probably start working on it tomorrow.
I was thinking I could get a good chunk of mine done tomorrow, if not all of it. So.
Yeah. I mean, so will I be doing all of chapter 1 then?
Yeah. Is that okay? No. I felt like there's a lot of information, but a lot of it's more basic and maybe doesn't need included so much.
Yeah, I'm just kind of thinking. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go from the first page and just kind of like work my way down to the last page and just kind of like simplify it as I put it into the mind map.
Mm-hmm. Let's try not to like edit each other's work until maybe we have something kind of more so finalized.
Okay.
Does that make sense? And we can make a copy of it. You guys know how to do that? Like make a copy, like a Google document or something.
I'm not. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know if I can. Yeah, I can do that. You just gotta click File and then just make a copy, right?
File, make a copy, yeah, and then you just rename it, kind of make it your own a little bit, however you want,
Mm-hmm.
and then take it from there.
That's fine with me. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So we can do something like that. Let's do. Is it due Saturday or Friday?
It's due. Everything's due Saturday. Well, let me think. Let me see. I think it's due Saturday.
I'm trying to look at the calendar.
I'm looking at. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. It says due May 2nd or May 3rd. May 3rd, Saturday. So it's due. It's May 2nd. So it's due this. Yeah, it's due Saturday. So like Saturday around 11:59 p.m. is when it's due.
So if we maybe have it done Friday, that gives us all a day to kind of make changes, or if one of us doesn't do it, then whoever we can fix our own.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, mine, because I work days both tomorrow and Friday, so it'd be Friday evening before I could finalize it.
Honestly, like for me, I'm okay waiting till like Saturday morning, and then I can just submit it then. I mean, I could just download it, make a copy of it, and then just submit it on Saturday morning. I mean, that's how I would do it. But unless you think that you could do it in Saturday evening, I could wait for Saturday evening. I don't know. I don't know how you guys want to work it out, but I'm okay just wait until Saturday morning.
Well, I just think if we have our parts done Friday evening, that allows us kind of a little bit of time to have a deadline, and also, say something happens, and
Mhm.
for one of us, and we're not able to finish our part or something, then the other of us don't kind of get gypped.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it's this Saturday all day to work on it, or to make any changes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we good to shoot for that then?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well, sweet. So I think, is that all that we have then, or?
I think so. That's everything, and then I guess we'll meet up next week on Tuesday, right? 8 o'clock.
Tuesday, 8 o'clock. Yep. Do you guys just want me to set up the Google Hangout again?
Yeah. Actually, if you could send the link, then that'd be great. Or unless you have another way for me to enter the Hangout.
Yeah, I think the link's the easiest way to go. I can just email that to you, or send it in the chat too if you're there in the chat. So.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds great for me.
Yeah, that'll work.
All right. Well, there's an hour and a half. All right. Well, see you guys next week, and let's get the mind map done the best we can.
All
All
right.
right. Thank you.
Yep,
Thanks.
thank you. See you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.